Welcome back to the Silver Surfer Let's Plays. I'm Drunken Dan.
Now I was trying to think of something really edgy to say because I've done that for like the past three recordings. But, like something just really throw you off and I couldn't. Uh, fuck nuggets.
Oh fuck, I'm thrown off now.
Yeah, yeah, you weren't
You've thrown
expecting
me
that, were
off.
you?
I've been thrown off now,
I
guys.
tell you
I
what, like
can't.
I wasn't watching it, but like someone who lives, people, one of the people I room with was watching like a television show because everyone's locked inside. It's about like divers for shellfish in Australia. They're saying, man, it's really hazardous. So I was like, I don't know, man. I think if the shark gets you, you should. It's not like a hazard. That's just nature. Like you're in Australia, you know, there's lots and lots of sharks around,
Nature's healing.
and
Not
you
with the
know,
shark you have to watch out for is the stingrays. I mean,
no.
Ha!
that's what took down the croc hunter.
I knew exactly where you were fucking going with
Well, he's
that.
of course it was. He's a croc hunter, not a stingray hunter.
He's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Nobody expects the stingrays. Is like sharks. I can take care of that. Crocs.
You never went to. He's also hunting crocs, not sharks. You don't hunt sharks. Sharks just are friends. They're like the puppies of the sea.
Exactly. Fish are friends, not food.
I thought you were gonna say sharks hunt you.
I mean, they tend not to.
If they want to.
More people die to being crushed by vending machines every year than they do to being killed by sharks.
So vending machines are the ones that hunt you.
Yes.
Yes, roving vending machines have known
The
to be
vending
a danger
machine
at the Sahara Desert.
vending machine is mankind's natural predator.
I mean,
He's right.
I watched Maximum Overdrive. I know what the vending machines do to you.
Exactly, exactly.
I watch Kamen Rider O's. I know that they pretend to be motorcycles and seem like they're being friendly. And then surprise!
Well, Maximum Overdrive, they kill a guy by shooting a soda can at his crotch.
Okay.
I'm not telling. I think that would hurt. I don't think it would kill you. Unless it was like.
I think they probably hit him somewhere else, but like the whole main point of the scene is that it shoots a soda can right at his crotch, and then he falls over.
Are we sure this isn't like a Bayformers movie that we're discussing right now?
No, this is a Stephen King movie.
Was this a scene in a Bayformers movie?
No,
This feels like it was a scene in a Bayformers movie.
because it doesn't transform into a robot. It just,
Wait. There's one way to tell if it was a Bay movie. Was it horribly racist to black people in some way?
I don't think there were any black people in that movie at all.
So
So
yes,
So yes.
yes.
okay. I don't remember. There's probably one or two. I don't really remember. I just remember
It's
starred.
okay. Nice save. You don't see color. Good. Nice save. You got away with it. Ah. I mean, it's been kind of a slow week.
I'll be right back.
So,
Yep, nice save though.
well, he's dead. Oh wait, I forgot. He always waits to record and then he eats.
He's gonna go get the. He's gonna. It's the fucking trash man.
It's fucking garbage.
Trash all over the place. Endless trash.
So, let's see here. So, I just before recording, I was playing Streets of Rage 4 a good bit, and I fucking love it. It's really fucking good. It's everything Streets of Rage 3 should have been, and by that I mean a good game.
I mean, all well and good, but I kind of wish we could bring back Final Fight and something that wasn't Street Fighter 5 DLC.
Oh, I definitely, honestly, people now, especially with how good Streets of Rage is, are yet now screaming more for Capcom to make a new Final Fight.
Not Streetwise. Anything but Streetwise.
Streetwise 2?
No.
Streetwise Remastered.
Can we have fucking Mike Hager back? It might make me play. It might actually get me to play Street Fighter 5 if Hager gets. No.
Beat down Fists of...
I felt that the moment we met.
I mean, we're just gonna talk shitty 2000 beat 'em up games.
Forbidden.
I thought I had something for that, and then I just like, oh right, yeah, they stopped making them in like 1999, didn't
Play
they?
nice now. You got the stuff here?
Yeah, because like the last beat 'em up for a while, that was like 3D beat 'em up for a while was like Urban Reign. That game's actually pretty good.
You did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Its main flaw is that the single player campaign's kind of long and you can only really play as
Well,
Brad.
I mean, you also had God Hand and What year was Urban Reign?
Urban Reign
Think you
was.
can pick a fight with Stag by yourself?
Because it was
Hold
before.
on, I
Gonna pick up a
got the
surprise
disc
instead.
right near me.
Yeah,
so
I'll
let me
just
look
look
at
it
the
up.
disc. 2005.
Okay, so yeah, God Hand does
Is that
come
a
after
real
it.
question? Jesus, I
Okay.
was
Okay, so yeah, God Hand was like the last like 3D beat 'em up.
Or the last one of any relevance that we can remember off the top of our head.
There's
So
a
the
Scott
last-
Pilgrim game.
Not anymore. It's dead now.
Yeah, you can't get that one anymore.
It
Oh yeah,
died.
they lost the license to it. All right,
It's
the
in
perimeter's clear.
it's in copyright hell.
It's a shame because it was the best thing to ever come out of that franchise.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, you're right.
So I heard somebody walking around, which should be impossible because I'm here by myself and everyone else who lives here is several states away. So I went
Oh,
to go
great.
make sure
You're
there's
home.
nobody breaking
Oh, okay.
You're haunted.
in. It could be.
It's a ghost. Great. It's all the
It's the
trash.
ghost of Donald Trump's dignity.
What the? You know, I mean, you can't have a ghost of something that just never existed.
Shit, you're right.
So like,
But-
there's no
But
way.
anyway,
Surely there's like, no reasonable way he can win New York, right? Because everyone who would have voted for him died, right? Like, surely.
it depends on. I guess it depends more on the campaigning and which flavor sex offender you prefer.
Well, who's the sex offender this day today?
Biden and Trump. That's the joke.
Oh, it's Biden does, I think.
Yeah, he's
Man,
in the news.
That's the
for
thing.
it
Trump
too.
had to threaten Iran to try and get dirt on him. It's like, why don't you just wait 2 weeks?
Oh, he didn't even need to threaten. It just fucking started
No,
coming
no,
out.
no. Don't you remember the whole impeachment thing was because he basically said to Iran or something, Iran, I think, yeah, if you don't tell me what Joe Biden's up to, I'll not give you aid. And then people were like, you can't actually do that. That's kind of illegal. And then he was like, you won't prosecute me. And they're like, yeah, you're right. You got us, you scamp.
You won't prosecute me. Fuck! He's right.
Oh no, how did he see
Our
that?
one weakness!
Oh no, he called our bluff. What do we do? Well, we could prosecute him, like you should. That sounds like work.
No.
That sounds like more work. What if we just don't and say we did? That sounds like also like too much work. What if we don't and say we didn't? Perfect.
There we go. There's the thing I want to do. Nothing. I hope this never comes back to burn us.
And I hope doing nothing ever doesn't. I hope doing nothing doesn't become the standard. Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
Well, now everyone's dead.
Damn it. I hope we don't have civil unrest. That would really suck.
You can't have civil unrest. Everyone's stuck inside.
Or they're dead.
But you can't. You can't.
You can't have civil unrest if everyone's fucking dead.
Because imagine that you try and you try and get a riot going. It's like, well, you've got to stay with it. Yeah, but okay, a riot, but everyone's got to be within, 6 feet away from each other.
I mean, they had protests in certain states
Yeah, and then they all died.
protesting the lockdown.
And then they all
Yeah, and then they had
died.
outbreaks of the fucking virus, which is hilarious.
I mean, just basic common sense. I don't know. As I say, this might be the thing. There's plenty of all the people who are stupid enough to go and fuck around with it like this. Well, guess we'll find out in a couple whenever. But yeah, let's talk about Persona 5 and slightly less controversial thing. Or did you have more last week's Rage? Sorry.
So, yeah, the only other thing I want to say is that I just really have been enjoying Streets of Rage. They did an excellent job with the game. The visuals are good. They brought back my boy Adam. Music's good. They have option. One of the funnier options they have in the game is the ability to pick what kind of food your health pickups are. Like they have which is interesting.
Is there a vegetarian option?
Yes.
That's why then.
There's also a way to just turn the apple into pizza. Just replaces the apple with a slice of pizza.
Pizza power! Oh god, sorry, I just looked on the thing and I forgot that Skate Hunter's sprite was used in fucking Charles Barkley Gaiden.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know he had a Gaiden game.
Oh, how do you explain Charles Barkley Gaiden?
That's a good
So it
question.
was a fan JRPG. It was a fan-made JRPG that was trying to think of the best way to sum it up. That used a whole bunch of like rip sprites from various like Genesis and SNES games.
Oh yeah, because it had Skate in the game from
Yeah.
Streets of Rage.
Yeah, Skate was playing Charles Barkley's son, Hoops. Hoops Barkley.
Yeah, Skate. Skate is playable in the game after you unlock the retro characters, which are they use like the old Genesis sprites and everything, but they have some new moves. Because they did the kind of like drawn sprite sort of thing for the game.
Yeah, it was just this kind of JRPG fan game. Was a little bit wacky. Well, I say a little, quite a lot wacky. It had It had this whole plot of like basketball had destroyed the world thanks to Charles Barkley performing what's called a Chaos Dunk, which is like a nuke.
Yes.
And Michael Jordan
Chaos
sold out
Dunk.
all of the NBA to government. There was like aliens and stuff, so
Normal video game.
I mean, could have been a lot of games.
I mean, it could have been worse. They could have teamed up with the Looney Tunes.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Actually, it's funny you say that. Space Jam is canon in Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden.
It is.
Wow, of course it is.
It literally constantly referenced the time where Michael Jordan had to team up to defeat the Monstars.
Yeah, so it's like a running drama. It's like, but you were the hero who stopped the Monstars, basically.
Yeah.
How did they even know about that? That only happened in Looney Tunes land.
Shut Up and Jam Gaiden.
I don't think you understand the power of V-Ball.
Well, I mean, he did show up to that one game at the end in the Monstars UFO.
Yeah, well. Thanks. It has been a long time since I watched Space Jam. But yeah, Persona 5. Shadow Okamura is the worst, and I hate it. It is one of the most unfun JRPG boss fights I've ever had the displeasure of experiencing.
I know what the change is, because I know the horror thing and him buffing shit repeatedly.
It's the most that he buffs. Okay, so his whole thing is that instead of fighting the one big dude, you have to fight through waves of little dudes first. And they'll have very specific things they're weak to, and you have to kill in 2 rounds, otherwise they run away and get replaced with new ones. And if you don't manage to even make them run away, one of them gets a self-destruct order and just inflicts lots of damage to your team if it survives. So, you need to be dealing with 4 enemies in 2 rounds, which is doable until you get to the ones where it's like, oh yeah, they're only weak to wind and bless skills. It's like, okay, so you need to have Morgana, who's a terrible character, who's a terrible party member in general, because he's so flimsy. And,
I do like the slip of the tongue there, though.
I mean, I fucking hate Morgana. Like, I agree with
you.
even said to Sabo, I really don't like the part in Haru's story, in the Haru arc, where you have to where they're like, man, we need Morgana, and I'm sat there like, no, we don't. We literally don't. I don't put him on. Just leave him. Fuck him.
You know what's funny is so just real quick, I'll talk about the fight more later, but like I did not use Morgana in the Madarame fight, for example. Like, I just didn't use him.
Why would you? Like, the main reason the only reason to run Morgana is specifically for this moment where you need to have like characters who can hit like these weaknesses, because you need to be dealing like so much damage to these things. And because it's like,
I didn't even use him for that. I just had a win persona ready with the protagonist.
yeah, I also had a win persona ready, but I had to have another guy. I needed to have Morgana so I could build up the chains on the baton pass in order to do it. So you just need to generate so much damage so quick, and it's it's not even like hard in the traditional sense. It's just obnoxious challenge that's like artificially inflates difficulty.
Get down there before someone kills Pierce.
And it's just so, and it doesn't. As I said, it's not even like creating mechanics. It's just kind of throw out. I'll do enough damage in 2 turns. Fuck you. Got to try again after you take almighty damage, and then
And then once you do that, you have to fight the big robot at the end.
who has a one-shot move.
Yeah.
So it's just
Is-
not a fun. It's awful boss, and I almost just quit the game entirely at that point.
Then after you beat the robot, you still have to fight an additional robot now who
Also
self-destructs, but it still wastes another 2 minutes of your time.
Yeah,
Then you can finally kill Okamura.
because the whole boss fight is timed, of course. So they made the boss fight a lot longer and a lot more tedious. So I mean, the time limit wasn't really a problem, but I know other people have had things where it's come down to the wire on that.
Yeah, everyone's complained about that.
It's pretty awful boss.
Except to me, I pretty much crushed him. But then again, I had a ridiculously overpowered Arsene because I was abusing the fusion alarms.
Yeah, and you've also been doing personas at a higher level than you, and I've been trying not to do that for this run.
Oh yeah. I've just been
That's too cheaty for my taste, and I'm trying to be legit.
I put the difficulty up to merciless.
Oh, Merciless is easier in this fight because Merciless ups the damage on
On
weakness
technical hits, yeah.
Yeah, so Merciless is actually is actually easier than like hard for Okamura's boss fight.
But in a boss where it doesn't do that, it's still not really hard. But I mean, it's not like I'm just crushing you because feel the wrath of my level 80 persona when I'm only level 50.
McGee over here.
No.
He
Hey,
lies
at least I
and
can't use Yoshitsune yet because the game doesn't let you have that until like the very last day. Or at least the last day of the original. You can't make him until you complete the Magician Confidant, which doesn't happen until like Christmas Eve.
Poor Yoshitsune.
I mean, yeah, I mean it's because everybody would just use him because that's all everybody does because he has the move that hits 8 times.
Well, I say you should just use Yoshimitsu instead.
Nothing we can't handle.
If only he was a persona.
He's a persona in my heart. But yeah, Shadow Okamura was just the most tedious, unfun boss I've ever faced.
I think they're just like we just have to make this arc just the worst, so everybody forever hates it.
Yeah, poor Haru. It's like she's just tied to the way.
Poor Haru.
I'll say this. I even said the same way. It makes me actually like Akechi a lot more.
What the
fact
okay, it took my brain a second.
Fucking shoots the prick. And they're like, good. I hope you choke on that bullet.
No
Yeah,
wonder they all forgave him.
I was gonna say they made him even more frustrating. So like when Akechi shows up later, everyone is just like, it's fine, Akechi. We hated Okamura too.
It feels odd because
We don't begrudge you making him horribly die.
He had it coming.
He had it coming.
He had it coming. He
He
made
had
us
it
fight
coming
this
all along.
30-minute long ridiculous boss fight with him. And he didn't even turn into anything cool. He just sits there in his chair.
Yeah, he just sits there being not Darth Vader. No, actually, I say he's not Darth Vader. He's not Dark Helmet.
No, you're right.
He's Dark Helmet Doom. I mean, he's Dark Vader Doom. Basically.
Yeah.
He's Dark Vader Doom with all the copyrights filed off.
Yeah.
That worked out well.
But man, enjoying Persona 5 in quotations.
But so the Madarame fight, Madarame so far to me, as I'm still not like as far in, it's still the easiest boss in the game to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made him a lot easier because he doesn't do the thing where he turns back into that annoying face that you have to strategically hit each part again.
Where now it's just hey look, here's the coloured Madarame. Wonder what skill you should use on him.
Yeah, it's like, hey, there's a bunch of guys you can easily abuse to build up baton passes. The only sad thing is, it means you don't get to do the moment where you can have a party member just like throw his paint on him. Because that only works with the second face, and they don't do that anymore.
Well, they still have the dialogue option that leads into it for some reason.
They do?
Well, they still have. Well, they still have like, oh man, what do we do? Maybe we could use his paint against him, and then it's like, and then
You
it's like,
can't.
yeah, you can't. You then go into this blast him multiple. Yeah, but definitely, I agree. Madarame, they made it significantly easier. I mean, I'll say overall the game is easy. It's just the Shadow. That's why the Shadow Okamura fight is more obnoxious than anything. It's because it's such a like huge spike in difficulty.
So hold on, real quick. Should I give the actor back to Stag, or should I give him to Shondi and keep him?
Give him to Shondi because you get to use him as an ally, and he's got more katanas.
Prepare to open fire on the building.
Well, we're keeping him and his Maul katanas.
Yes. What is more dangerous than a idiot with a Maul katana? I ask you.
Good question. Anyway, but yeah, the Madarame fight was easy still. Because also the thing is, I remembered how the thing worked, where like the mouth had drain on physical, and everything else did not. So basically the fight turned into Yusuke go chop, and I just kept using that move where he hits every part at once until every part but the mouth was dead. Then I focused on the mouth, and anytime the mouth would waste a turn resurrecting one for like 2 seconds, it would just get shot back down. I think it only did the affliction thing one time, and it never got to actually act on it.
I'll say this: Kanashiro's boss fights also slightly remakes. I'm not going to say it's hard to say if it's harder. It's just definitely a lot more tedious and a grind test.
Which boss fights? Again, sorry.
Kanashiro,
Kanashiro.
Mecha Piggy.
Yeah, I remember Piggytron.
Yeah, it's different.
Half man, half bug.
It's different, but I'm not going to say it's harder. It's just it's just really lengthens out the fight kind of pointlessly. And they made fucking cognitive Wakaba like fucking ridiculous. Like it's so it's not even.
I heard that fight's like that. I heard that boss fight's not even really a boss fight anymore.
No, it's basically like a glorified cutscene. Like I think it's literally impossible to lose it without actively trying. I guess it's kind of funny how they made every other boss fight so much easier. I mean, I don't even think P5 original was that hard to begin with. Like P5 definitely felt like a step down in difficulty from like P3 and 4.
Well, part of it helps too is the fact that you also have a since the dungeons aren't randomized, like enemy placement, item placement, stuff like that is less random, and the only random parts are mementos, which is like a side thing sort of. So sometimes too, you can go into mementos, luck out, get something really fucking good, and just laugh about it for the rest of the game.
I think P5 is basically laid out like a fusion of P3 and P4's dungeons.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Where you have
Well, I mean, like for example, like I got like a sword upgrade that I just kind of like a weapon upgrade for one of the characters I've just kept for a good bit.
Did you get all the will seeds from Madarame's palace? Out of curiosity.
Yes.
All right, well you got the broken. You got an accessory I think's actually broken.
I haven't looked at what it does yet.
I'll tell you what it does. It removes weaknesses from whatever from the persona you have equipped. So if you equip it onto the main character, like
you never can get knocked down.
Not by any effects. It'll only be through like random crits and technicals. Like it's kind of bullshit for the fact you get that for the second dungeon.
Yeah, it is bullshit as the second dungeon ability.
Because then it's like every single there's no downside to any of the personas you have. It's like you just combine into fuse into whatever personas you want, and they can never reflect. You can never be knocked down, which on the one hand is good because I've always thought it's stupid that persona has made it so if the protagonist goes down or goes down, it doesn't matter if you could have.
I did figure out why it's like that. It's because they still allow the option for old motherfuckers that are stupid to play the game with the AI controlling the party.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's why. That's the only reason they keep it.
But it's still annoying.
It's for those old fuckers. It's literally just for them.
But it's still annoying, and that's why I basically have.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with you that it's annoying, but that's why they keep it. Is because of old bastards who would bitch and moan about being able to control the party because they're fucking 12. Even though I doubt any of them ever actually play with party AI, but they'll bitch if you take it out.
Come on, most Persona fans don't play Persona. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I've learned about. Honestly, in general, with people that are really outspoken about like elitism about a game, tend to have not played that game or that series. I've come to that conclusion ages ago.
I'm not even really sure, unless they just really love Persona 3.
I would say, Like, hell, I would say that with a lot of Fire Emblem fans, too. Like, a lot of them, they'll say, like, a lot of their favorite one lately has been saying, like, oh, Genealogy of War is really good. And I'm like, how many of you actually ever played Genealogy of War? Like, actually. And I'm pretty sure the answer is not many of them.
Oh, they just like the story, which admittedly is a pretty good story, but I mean...
Right. But, like, I mean, like, a lot of the... Even that, I would say probably not even. It's just aping, like, some more popular person's fucking thing. Kind of like how, until Mushroom Penis Pro Jared, before when if you like talk shit about Adventure 2, like you get shit on. I can fucking attest to that because I used to get shit on for that. You know, back when YouTube, when it was easier for people to just bump into your shit on YouTube.
That's weird. I can't think of a single person that's ever liked Adventure 2.
It used to be a sacred cow back in the day. I remember being told that I, in fact, did not like video games because I didn't like that game and I didn't like Mario Sunshine. But, like, after a fairly popular YouTuber said, or, you know, any internet personality said, or what have you, that, oh, this game is bad, then everyone kind of apes it.
Before or after? Was this before or after he cheated on his wife, though?
For what?
Before or after he cheated on his wife?
This was before that whole thing.
Well, it was
Yeah, but
before
I
it
assume this is
came
back
out,
when
but it
everybody
was-
back when people liked them.
Yeah.
Fine. I still continue to have never seen one of his videos, and correct, and I'm glad for
Perfectly
that.
fine. But you get my point, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where I'm trying to make fun of like that, or like it's kind of like also a lot of people that scream about difficulty in games, or like how dare they put an easy mode in, and I'm pretty sure half of them are the ones that slap the easy mode on.
I mean,
That was a conclusion I came to because of someone that I used to know in the past doing exactly that. Where they were bitching about it with the Earthworm Jim HD, and they had it like on the easier difficulty. And I was like, bitch, put it on classic mode then.
yeah, I don't get why people complain. Man, this game shouldn't have an easy mode. Like, just don't put it on.
Then why are you playing it on the... So, A, it's stupid to complain about it, and B, it's even funnier when you see that they're playing it on that. And it's like, bitch, shut the fuck up then. Because clearly you need it. Why are you bitching?
Like, why are you playing Bayonetta one-handed mode if you? Oh, I get it.
Ron.
I mean, I actually had a bit of an inverse of the Sonic Adventure example you said happened this week. And
Oh, I forgot about this part where you're just a toilet.
if I say this, Sabo's gonna be like, what? But I watched an hour-long video that was titled "In Defense of Star Trek V."
Why did you do that?
Because I was curious, like, how do you defend Star Trek V? Not well is the answer. I like the YouTubers who do it. As he did. I like
Oh,
the.
blow up doll now.
I like the YouTubers who did that video, but it was very much. Oof.
That's better.
I mean, it's not really much to say about Star Trek V. There's not to tell a lot. It's a movie that was made by a man whose ego was more than a little too big, and literally spent almost the entire movie demeaning and belittling every cast member in order to prop up one. So yeah, it was an experience. Being
I
told
wonder
no,
who
but
that cast member could be.
it was William Shatner. He was the director
Okay.
of the movie. He was the director of the movie.
William Shatner would never do that.
Well,
He would never be an egotistical
But he
cunt.
did. He did it.
No,
I mean,
he isn't an egotistical cunt at all,
friend did-
or a terrible actor.
My friend asked, like, what do you think is worse, like Star Trek V or Star Trek 1? And the truthful answer is, I think Star Trek V is a worse movie, but I refuse to watch Star Trek 1 ever again.
Fair.
Tabo knows what I'm talking about. It's literally the most boring.
No, I know. I actually do know.
No, but
Believe it or not.
according to Mike
I told you I feel like yes, it's boring. When it probably came out, it was probably a lot cooler than, you know.
But I mean,
It probably seemed like a much bigger deal when it first came out, and they got a crappy, like, low budget TV show, a big movie, and revived because it was one of the first shows that had a big, convention scene. But I mean, yes, compared to modern movies, it doesn't hold up at all. It's just
compared to modern movies, nothing happens. Nothing happens.
It's just the Enterprise flying around with a bunch of impressive matte painting backgrounds.
No one mind so much, except Star Wars had been out by the time this was released. So it's like you can't have movies that have things happen in them and they're not like wall-to-wall action. Fuck. But anyway, I was gonna use this as a lead-in to say, but according to Mike Stacklaster, it is the most sensual movie ever made. So I know some.
Sounds like a Mike
I know
Stacklaster
some
thing
people
to
might
say.
think he was clearly joking or being sarcastic. It's like,
No.
I don't think so.
No, he's kind of like a I've called you I've called you in a few times, but honestly, he is a kind of a fucking hipster when it comes to movies.
Like, I mean, it's like every time when people say, yeah, but you believe in ghosts now, and he says, no. Like, I don't think that's the truth. I think it is. I mean, fair enough. I'm not gonna. I mean, I think you're right. I'm criticising the guy who's like part of a company and channel with like millions of views. You know,
whose whole thing is to criticize things.
punching
so why
above
not?
my weight class, but when am I not? So yeah, it was the experience being told about the virtues of Star Trek V and realising that everything you're saying is wrong. Or, well, no, it's just more a case of people going, I like this movie. It's like,
You know what's making me think of is that fucking Muppet clip where it's like, it's amazing, everything you said is incorrect.
I thought you were trying to do the TLJ thing.
No. The one that Kermit says in the Muppet movie. It's amazing, nothing that you said there is correct.
Thanks, Kermit. But it's just, I mean, you know what, it's hard, you know what, people can like bad things, you know, that is 100% fine. Have no problem if people like things that are bad, because bad things sometimes resonate with people. And they like, you know, that's fine. So, and you know, but I think to say that something is like, has like real quality and merit when it very clearly doesn't or has these super damning faults and problems with it. Like, if you want to enjoy something, enjoy it, but don't pretend like it. But don't try and justify your enjoyment with like something like that. With like, you know, oh no, it's misunderstood. You gotta like crap, and have fun with crap. I mean, I like plenty of crap things that I'm sure I can think. Oh right, I was gonna say, man, if I could think of a crap thing I like, and then I remembered. Oh right, me and Seb did watch a crap thing that I liked last week. Me and Seb decided to sit and watch Advent Children complete.
You fools.
It's just more morbid curiosity after seeing it in the post FF7 remake world.
He wanted to do it. I was like, okay.
I did. I was like, you know what? I want to see.
If you really insist.
And it's like, man, Reno was Nomura's favorite character. I'm pretty sure almost every.
Oh god, I forgot. He actually says the word noob. Man, it really dates this game. Well,
I mean, you say
I'm
that
a toilet.
Katana says noob in P5.
yeah, it was dated even when she said it too.
Yeah.
Give me some time, I'll fix it.
But yeah, it's just kind of funny that all of the added scenes, because I'd never seen Complete before, are basically all Reno scenes.
Yes, it's basically Reno the movie.
But there was one scene added that we all liked, and it was the scene where Red 13 gets his one line in the movie. His only line.
Oh, they allowed him to have a line.
Yes, he gets the line in Advent Children Complete.
Hey, I want to point out, Nomura likes Reno. Reno shows up more than Red 13. Red 13's not playable. Just saying.
Yeah, but Reno's dead now, so it's fine.
Nope.
He is.
He's gonna come back.
Oh, I didn't mean.
He's gonna be a party
I
member.
didn't mean the character's dead. The actor's dead.
Oh no, I know what you're saying. But nope. He's gonna come back. Mark my words. Mark my words.
It'll be a guest party member for Rutai, that's fine.
Nope. It's gonna be a big thing. Nomura doesn't even know how long this is gonna be.
It's going to be 3 games.
I mean, yeah, Nomura did.
Any more will be too much.
I mean, Nomura came out and said, we don't know how it will be, but it's like Nomura says a lot of things in like sort of...
What I love about Nomura is that he doesn't know how to end things, but he just ends it the same way every time.
I mean, what I love about Nomura is that nothing he says in interviews means jack shit and it's only when he games out can you trust anything, and even then, you can't trust him to do something. Because I think of
Does
all
he just not know, or does he blatantly lie like the Trails of God game?
he doesn't know.
does.
I don't think he knows,
Okay.
because I'm pretty sure what happens is it's like, you know Peter Molyneux?
Yeah.
I think it's that exact kind of a thing where people will ask Pokemon on you, and he'll go, "Oh yeah, it's gonna have like an acorn you can plant at the start of the game, and then and it will grow as you grow." Like these kind of things that he just thinks off the top of his head that he thinks sound good, and then like the team just sort of goes, "Why would you say that? For fuck's sake!"
Yeah.
Now you have to do that. That's what happens in Nomura, I think.
He's not like, no, this is the last game in the series. I lied.
I think he was thinking. I think he did make it as the last game, and then like he got halfway through and was like, "Oh, but Yuzora though, and FF
But I could do more things.
Versus 13 didn't pan out. Maybe I could just do Versus 13 in Kingdom Hearts."
And then maybe in Final Fantasy as well.
I mean,
7.
maybe. I mean, I would have preferred if I could have given Final Fantasy 15, an ending. That would have been nice. Don't you think it would have been nice, though?
This is almost taken care of. You'll need to destroy the last bit of code.
Kingsey, why am I in a tank?
Just go with it.
Yes, that's a no then.
I'm trying to think what he was trying to do that got cut at the last minute, and if that would have counted as an ending.
Knowing Nomura, probably some stupid shit.
I know Ignis's story gives an alternate ending to the main game, but you know.
Oh yeah, what is the ultimate ending? Everybody lives?
Yeah. Well, except Luna Freya.
Well, the game didn't give two shits about her, why should I?
No, the alternate ending is Noctis goes into the crystal early, before they have the whole thing with Ignis going blind and what's his face, Luna Freya's brother, getting killed and the last weapon being taken by Arden. So instead, and then it cuts to like the 10-year time skip, except that one guy is still alive and he gives him the last weapon. Then they go on to have the final boss fight, which you don't see, but at the end of it, Noctis is somehow still alive.
Remember
Just
Luna
there's credits, and then Ignis walks into the throne room, and Noctis is sitting there all not dead, and then he leaves. That's about it.
Martin's like, well, guess that showed me.
Guess I'm done here.
Guess he's done. Well, yeah, we don't see how he died. Just like we don't see the fight. We're just like, hey, Ravis is here now. I wonder what's gonna happen. Up credits.
Aww. Well, bye.
Nomura writing.
I mean,
It's so
there's about like 400. There's
not.
about 400 other things went into 15 than just writing issues.
Cost of blocking access into the main.
I mean, it's Nomura, and I feel like that's the thing, is he's like, wait, I want to do this. Wait, no, I want to do this. Wait, no, I want to do this. Ah, fuck, I want to do this now.
Who do you listen to about 15's development?
I mean, Nomura's the one who pushed for that 5 bros on.
I don't know what any of the talk for 15's development is. I'm just talking about that's what Nomura, I think, the issue with Nomura.
Nomura is the one who pushed for the road trip thing with your buddies, which is what kind of caused lots of problems because the game is trying to squish two completely incompatible stories of an epic Final Fantasy story and also 4 bros just chilling out, driving around, stopping at rest stops and camping and stuff. And yeah, that's where a lot of the problems come from.
Well, you have to bumblefuck around. So, by the way, there's a slot by. Okay,
Yeah.
you're into the end game. Okay, but because we spent so much time bumblefucking around, there's no end game. So
Actually, that feels like a
it's
Nomura
over.
game, actually.
Yeah.
That,
I mean,
that-
it is.
actually,
It's
that's
over,
more-
and then you can go back in time to where you can run around again.
wait a second, that's just Kingdom Hearts 3. The only difference is Final Fantasy, although I guess Final Fantasy 15 does not have frozen worlds, so
I
it
mean,
is a
yeah.
benefit.
I'll give them props. There's no world where they're just like, hey, here's a story, but you can't actually interact with it.
Here's the question: do you think when the whole like animated, redoing the animation era from like the Let It Go song sequence, do you think they actually? I'm not sure which is actually more impressive: the fact that they would painstakingly recreate that sequence in Engine, including the animation era, or if they like somehow managed to get the animation from the movie and rework it to play through a game engine.
I think they were literally ordered to recreate it exactly as in the movie
I'm not sure
by
which
like
is
the Frozen development team.
God. What I always found the more baffling, though, even aside from that, is the fact that the Toy Story team apparently insisted that it had to be in canon with Toy Story.
Yeah,
And it's like,
Toy Story is like, okay, you can do whatever you want, but it has to be part of our canon. And they're like,
why?
Listen, we don't really care we don't care as much. We allowed Toy Story 4.
Well, people who didn't care were Big Hero 6 people.
There can't be a trap or anything.
They were like, yeah, sure, go nuts. You want 2 Baymaxes? You've got 2 Baymaxes.
Again with the comforting skills.
I just wanted to make fun of the fact that Toy Story 4 exists.
I mean, I choose to do the sensible thing and pretend it doesn't exist. Because I've not seen it.
Unfortunately,
Big
it
Hero
has
6.
awards, so you
Big Hero 6's team was like, you don't have to follow canon because it doesn't follow the canon at all.
Fuck the canon.
Because there's actually the series that goes on afterwards where there's definitely not 2 Baymaxes, but they're like, but we don't care. You want to have 2 Baymaxes? Go ahead.
Meanwhile,
You can
Frozen.
put as much as you want. And the Frozen people were like, how dare you freaking steal our thunder? Our new big $1 billion movie is coming out later this year. You better not do anything cool.
I mean, I'm sure Frozen 2 made money, but like, man, what a film that no one talks about.
It's one of those things where it's like it made lots and lots of money, but nobody liked it. So
Alright, just don't die.
Wait, what made lots of money? Nobody liked it.
Frozen 2.
Nobody. I don't. Yeah, a lot of people don't really talk about it. I actually really liked it though.
Could have said I've not even really heard negative things. I've just heard nobody talk about it. Which
Okay, I'm gonna say it's not even that they hated it. They watched it and they're like, yeah, that was okay, I guess.
that
alright,
certainly was a
bye.
movie. That certainly was a movie that happened. Anyway,
Okay, bye. Yeah, I mean, like, there's no the songs aren't forever stuck in people's head. Like, Let It Go. There's nothing really shocking about it. It's just, I mean, it's an okay movie, but
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was
at
really
the end
good.
of the day, when it was like, okay, it was like every Disney sequel where you're like, that was alright, I guess. There's nothing terrible about it. All right.
Nah, I think it was actually better than the original, so I kind of disagree on that.
Why do you think it's better than the original?
It actually had a decent plot where it didn't just like, okay, now we have a twist villain for the fuck of it,
I mean, I will give you
with
that.
no setup or foreshadowing.
Well,
And also the character
problem with Frozen
character
1 is
interaction
that
was better
they
too.
wrote it like a million times.
It also had better character interaction.
You know, when they wrote Frozen 1, originally Elsa was going to be evil, and then they were like, you know, if we think people are going to
Well,
like
yeah,
her too much for that.
it had a bunch of different versions throughout like fucking time because it was rewritten several
it was the
times.
Hans Christian Andersen story.
And hell, they were trying to do it back when Walt was still alive, even.
It's a Hans
Yeah.
Christian. It's a Hans Christian Andersen tale, isn't it?
Probably.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, so it was one of those things where it's been passed around in the public domain for a long time. And yeah, they had been talking about doing it for decades, but I think it was one of those things where it was not a well-known enough story that they thought they could do.
I mean, it still wasn't a well-known enough story. They just...
No, I just think
Yeah,
they
like,
ran. No,
but-
the main thing with Frozen these days is they ran out of things that they could do. Because after they did Frozen, I'm like, all right, remake time. We make all our classic movies, make them shit.
Let's make them all bad.
Ugh.
You
I
want
can't
to
even
live
say they're bad. They're just
You want to
not
live?
as good as the
No, they are
originals.
pretty
Well, they're
bad.
pointless. I mean, I say this as if that's the point. I've not seen them, so I'm not saying they're bad, really. What I do think though is I think
I
they're
am.
incredibly pointless. Like, come on. Okay, maybe you could justify like Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin to me, but what the fuck is the Lion King remake for? It's just It's just needless. It's like it's not live action. It's all CGI. It's just this horrible monstrosity that exists just because they think that they need to do it. And it's like, why don't you just re-release the classics again or whatever? Like, man, I'm glad the film industry is dead. Movies suck. You know what?
Endless
That
trash.
is the one benefit of COVID-19. It means no more Marvel movies, no more DC movies, and no more fucking Star Wars.
I mean,
It's
no more
over.
Star Wars is already a thing.
No, they've been threatening to do more. Didn't you hear there's going to be an all-female led Star Wars or something? It's like, okay.
Okay, but can we get a good movie? Okay, I don't care if it's female led or not, but can we get a good
I
movie?
doubt it, Dan, because they're like
I'm
what?
saying I don't care.
They're what,
I just
like
want a good
5
movie.
and 0 on in terms of movies being shit.
Ah. Oh wait, no, the first one was all right.
I mean,
and then the
it's
other
one of
ones
those
make
shows
it
where that
objectively
first one
worse.
is massively ruined by its sequels.
By its sequels,
So
yeah.
it's the case of can you really go back and look at the Force look at the
No,
Force
I really
Awakens
can't.
and go, oh yeah,
No,
this,
I really
this is
can't.
fine because all of the
I
problems.
already answered your question. You don't need to keep talking.
And it's like, well, I guess no one can complain about Solo because no one can see a goddamn thing.
I've been making that joke for ages.
Everyone's been making that joke. I've been making that joke since AVP2 came out, and I go, well, it's not as bad as Alien Covenant, but to be fair, I could see what happened in Alien Covenant. I just wish I hadn't. God, Alien Covenant is so fucking awful. I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I watched Terminator Genesis and went, yeah, you know what? I'm not going down this road again. Fuck Dark Fate.
So speaking of Toy Story 4,
Oh god.
the director of that and the writer of Inside Out are making a Transformers CGI film.
I'm gonna ruin it.
Rip.
It's what everybody's always wanted, just a movie of just them on Cybertron with no people.
I can clear your name.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, I don't trust people to make a Transformers thing that doesn't suck these days.
Little vague man.
Like the last good Transformers thing was Devastation.
Company, and it becomes the property of the Saints. You get your empire back, and I get to walk away.
Like,
Now
I
we're
don't know, because I mean, I guess maybe Bumblebee's good. People say Bumblebee's good. I didn't watch it because
Bumblebee's okay. I mean,
Company records,
it's not bad. It's much better than I feared.
giving you discounts on weapon upgrades.
Any other?
An automotive parts distribution house. They'll discount
A weapon or
all
vehicle
cars.
reduction in cost. Yeah, I'm gonna go with weapons because I don't even really pay attention to the vehicles. Weapons it is. Give me. But yeah, yeah, movies are dead. They're not coming back, and
and I'm okay with this now.
But what will we do for entertainment?
The issue, I can recommend some good voice recognition software.
laugh. Oh yeah, you're right. We can't laugh at them anymore.
You stuck with me when I
Oh no, just
leaves ashes like a phoenix.
fuck.
You and me.
Yeah, we'll just fuck. Yeah, sure, just get big old orgy going.
Lovely, but I feel it's time
Nah,
for me to-
that's
Oh,
what
video
we'll
games have been video games have been pretty good as long as you're not in The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I do run a dimension.
Ooh.
Hey,
So-
let's have one of our animators have to deal with mutilated dog corpses.
I mean, the way
So actually, that's a thing that fucking the last Mortal Kombat did too, where they had them like look at morgue and other fucked up shit to make their violence realistic. And I'm like, please stop.
That's the one that got leaked, right?
Yeah, that one got leaked, but I was also mentioning that Mortal Kombat did something similar with their violence.
Because Sony is like trying to take down the channels of anyone that even like remotely mentions the leaks, and they're like, yeah, you can't legally do that. You can
I
only
mean, they're gonna.
you
They're
can
not gonna try.
you can only punish people who have violated an NDA. But I mean, if that's given to someone else, then there's nothing to stop people from freely talking about it. You know, it's a free country, free speech.
Yeah, but they're still gonna try and use the fact that YouTube sides with corporations to their advantage. We both know that. Neither of us can pretend to be surprised. We both know. We know who their true masters are.
Clearly, the only choice here is to become a rich and powerful corporation ourselves.
Yeah.
If you want full control, yeah, I guess. But, you know, that's what it
These
is.
things happen.
Welcome to the world. It's fucked.
Oh well. Maybe we'll just die and then it'll be over. Who cares?
The aliens are going
Boris
to come.
Johnson.
Nah.
Oh, yeah,
No,
the fucking.
no, the aliens won't. Do you know why? Because it,
No. I know what he's referencing. So, what was it? The United States government released a bunch of UFO footage from like a few years ago, and that's pretty much it. He's just referencing that.
oh that.
It's just that, but people were like, well, we had coronavirus. How could this year get any worse? And the government was like, well, there are these UFO videos we found.
Neat.
I mean,
He's like, oh, great. And we'll get him an alien invasion to top things off.
nah, in the words of Dan Aykroyd, after 9/11, the aliens won't want anything to do with us.
After Dan Aykroyd, the aliens won't want anything to do with us.
Yeah. I mean, on the basis that we're alien, like the UFOs from an alien planet is like nigh impossible. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before, but like the main theory, well, the main problem is travel, right? Because you have time dilation if you're talking about faster than light travel. Plus all the other like physics problems with that. So, but it's kind of the thing of what kind of species would really think, you know what, let's travel to this planet on the basis that by the time we get to this planet, everyone we know and love will be dead. By like tens of thousands of years.
Well, but what if their technology defies our laws of physics?
Shut the fuck up!
Hey, it might. You don't know.
It's not how it works.
That was a reference to the third Transformers
Yeah.
movie, where he's like, "My technology defies your laws of physics."
Yeah, there's a line that says it breaks your laws of physics. Like,
Oh yeah, Oh yeah, I know.
uh,
I know exactly what he's fucking referring to.
He was so mad at that he's like, "That's not how it works."
Yeah,
The laws of physics.
like, I mean, like,
laws of physics.
you referenced it as a gag, and he just snapped immediately. Fuck off!
I fucking hate that line so much. It's everything that's wrong with those fucking Bayformers movies. Or it's just the hand wave, shut the fuck you, and then just say something that is like objectively wrong on like every conceivable level, and it irks me. No, I think it's if there is ever going to be like contact with an alien entity, it's actually going to be a probe or a robot or a kind of robot kind of thing. That's the primary theory.
Yeah, probably.
That or like,
but I mean, it's
loose
hard.
radio signals.
It also depends on like what if we. Well, I was echoing. It also depends. Oh, I'm echoing on you, Train.
No. I don't know what I did different.
I'm coming through your mic.
Ew. Is it still there
Coming.
or?
Oh, we'll find out. Oh, yep, there I am.
He's still coming.
Whee!
Alright, I'll
Echo!
turn you down.
Penis!
Alright, better?
Dicks! Fart!
You still hear
Okay,
yourself?
that's better. No.
Full frontal.
Go.
That one I heard.
Oh, through my end.
The full frontal. Yeah, full frontal.
Why is the mic suddenly picking? Alright, hold on, I'll try this then. Alright, is that better?
We'll find out. Full frontal! No. No, it's fine.
Too bad.
Damn shame. But, this is probably where we're gonna end off. Because I finished the mission. And I feel like this is a good winding point, and it's also a funny way to end after Echo Time. Echo the Dolphin, the Tides of Time.
Well, he did fight aliens, so I guess it does tie in.
It's true. Don't expect me to ever do a playthrough of that game.
Okay.
That game's it's not a bad game. It's just not a me game.
Okay. I would never say, hey Dan, you know what? We should do an Echo the Dolphin playthrough.
Good.
No, I'll tell you what I would do. I'd say, hey Dan, we should do a Jaws Unleashed playthrough.
No,
Oh.
I don't own it.
Why?
Jaws Unleashed is at least funny.
It's funny, but I don't own it, so no. Anyway, you guys have a good day. See you next time.